Here is, my friend, the 2019 Toyota Corolla Hatchback. Looks pretty sharp here in blue. Today, some pros and cons, reasons for and against. And if you don't mind, leave some of your comments below this video and tell me what you think of it as well. And while you're at it, click subscribe. I appreciate it. Let's get started.
Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school. So you can feel cool. Give it to me, baby. Baby. Yeah.
This is probably my favorite feature of all of them. Let's kick it off with the optional manual transmission, which I have. Now, the SE trim level is really where it's at with the Corolla. The trim lets you add an optional 6-speed manual transmission, which seems to boost the performance of the Corolla's engine. Toyota has added a new downshifting rev matching feature to the manual equipped models, which creates steadier downshifts because it changes the engine speed to parallel the gear that you are shifting the vehicle into. This is a welcome change and makes learning to drive a stick a whole lot easier for beginners. Of course, the manual transmission is also available on the line-topping XSE trim, which we have, but the SE has the better overall value for the cost. The door openings are pretty wide for those who need extra space to get in and out. Rest assured, knowing that the door openings of the Corolla are extra wide, you will not have to worry about bumping your head on the door frame since the doors are also pretty tall and there is a low overstep height on the vehicle. The wide doors make loading a child safety seat in the rear a lot easier as well. Take it from me. Here's a positive, a spacious cabin. The interior of the 2019 Corolla has plenty of space for all passengers, whether they're riding up front or in the back. In the rear, passengers get 41.4 inches of leg space, and there's also plenty of headroom to spare, making it easy for taller adults to fit comfortably in the seats. Since the floor is designed to be relatively flat, this keeps the seats in a reasonable height. Overall, you'll be hard-pressed to find another subcompact with this much room in the rear. The 2019 Corolla is loaded with plenty of standard safety features, as it should, and there are a number of desirable option add-ons as well. As far as the standard safety features go, it comes with the Toyota Safety Sense Suite. This bundles advanced driver aids such as a system that detects collisions before they happen and alerts you to pedestrians, lane departure warning that comes with a steering assistance feature, automatic high beam lights, and dynamic radar cruise control. It does have a sporty exterior. Some vehicles in this segment look a bit dull and outdated, but the Corolla sticks with its sporty appeal. The front fascia has an aggressive personality to it with this large grille, angled headlights, and sloping lid. In fact, the black grille looks chic regardless of which body color you decide to pair it with. I like my blue. The front fascia is also where you'll notice some of the very minor redesign elements from the 2018 model, changes which made the vehicle look even sportier than before. This, I think, is a plus. The infotainment system, the Intune as they call it, provides plenty of apps and comes as a complimentary subscription for Toyota owners. You can use the Intune's advanced voice recognition features to minimize hands-on usage of controls. Navigation is also available via Intune. I plugged in my phone via USB and got Apple CarPlay on it, which is fantastic. So there are plenty of ways you can listen to items and music that's on your phone. I'd say the controls are fairly user-friendly. It seems to be laid out well and seems to function with ease. The climate controls are especially straightforward and do a good job of regulating airflow throughout the car. Everything on the dash is easy to reach and is well labeled, as are the menus and buttons that you'll find on the touchscreen display. So user-friendly controls. One more positive before we go negative town. Good visibility from the front and rear. Even though a rear view camera comes standard on every Corolla, it's not the most necessary feature. Visibility is good from both the front and rear thanks to the massive front and rear windshields and slender roof pillars. Also, headrests on the seats do a good job of not elevating so high that they get in the way of what you're looking out the back. Okay, reasons why you might not want to buy the Corolla in 2019. Unfortunately, the biggest problem is that the engine provides a less than exciting driving experience, plus it's loud. Whether you get the standard 1.8-liter four-cylinder on the LE Ecos engine, you are getting something that is vastly underpowered when you consider the fact that this engine configuration hasn't been altered since 2009. It's easy to understand why the Corolla falls short of its competitors. Fuel economy is a bit subpar, coming in at 32 miles per gallon combined. considering that the competition like Honda manages to snag better numbers. The Corolla sedan popularity might wane this year. I've been getting around 27, 28 in mixed driving. Acceleration leaves much to be desired. With a staggeringly underpowered engine, it's no wonder that the acceleration on this vehicle is a bit sluggish, plus loud. The engine puts forth a lot of whining while accelerating. That CVT option slows it down even more. The Corolla goes from 0 to 60, ready for this? About 10 seconds, which is pretty slow for the segment. Getting up to speed on the highway is definitely quite the task. And the interior kind of looks cheap. Unlike the exterior, the interior has a cheapened look to it. I know it's kind of a strong word, but there is simply too much hard plastic to be found throughout the cabin, which makes the vehicle look, I don't know, gaudier than quite a few of its competitors. The overall design is not ugly, but it doesn't feel contemporary and high quality, at least not as high quality as it could be. To wrap up here, the Corolla has quite a few good things going for it, including a spacious interior, easy to use controls. Powertrain's performance, though, kind of drags on a little bit. Maybe not the most fun car to drive. Unfortunately, in a tough market where sedans are struggling to stay afloat, the Corolla seems to be getting lost in the mix. You might want to opt for the Honda Civic or probably the Mazda 3. Until next time, I'm Dave Erickson with Everyman Driver. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Adios.
One more thing before you go, I've added links to some of the best-selling automotive accessories on Amazon right now, along with links to some of my product reviews. You'll find it in the description below this video.